Hello, my loves. Welcome to a new Pick a Card reading. Today we are going to be going in deep on, are you on their mind? And if so, what are they thinking and feeling about you? We'll also take a look at, is there any action do they wish to take towards you, and what would that be? And stay with me till the end because we'll also get advice from Spirit. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I am Dr. V. I love doing these readings for you. And thank you for your patience. I know I missed a few readings as I was not feeling well, but I'm happy to be back. Thank you for your patience and understanding. I also want to give a big virtual hug to all of the new subscribers, as well as to everyone who's already part of this amazing family. You know how much I love you guys. So today I have a pick an animal spirit reading for you. So we have 3 animal spirits here. I'm going to show you each one. And there are many ways for you to choose your groups today. So we have the animal spirit, we have the crystals, and we're going to be assigning zodiac signs to each group as well. So you can pick from group 1, 2, 3, or you can pick them all, or you can also choose your zodiac sign and your person's zodiac sign and combine those readings. There is no right or wrong answer here. Be gentle with yourself. And do know that this is a general reading. Not everything may resonate, but if you're at that place where you really need to get down to the specific things that are going on in your unique and special connection, then I highly recommend that you do the live reading experience with me. I'm one of the few people who offers this because I just love to see you on video call. It is so healing, so transformative, and it's actually really powerful because Spirit can answer all of your questions right there in real time. We can also record it so you can play it back multiple times because you would be surprised at how much you actually missed in the live reading and how much actually comes out as you watch it again. Now, if that doesn't resonate for you, I do also pre-recorded video readings. So if you go to livetarot.com/readings, you can see my entire menu right there. And if you would like to be able to do your own quick reading at home to answer any urgent question you have, then I highly recommend that you pick up my deck, the Twin Flame Oracle, which I will be using in this reading. It gives you a lot of immediate answers to your most urgent questions, and the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur for those of you who have or would like to start a spiritual business. These are available also on my website as well as Amazon FBA. Free shipping, they will get to you quickly. All right, so let's take a deep breath and let's see which of these you feel most guided towards. So for group number 1, we have the Squirrel Spirit, Believe in Yourself, and this crystal right here. For group number 2, we have the Otter Spirit, You Are Never Alone, and this crystal right here. And for group number 3, we have the Giraffe Spirit, See the Big Picture, and this crystal right here. Let's go ahead and assign zodiac signs to each group here. Okay, so for group number 1, we have Gemini. We have Taurus. I don't know why I thought Aquarius, Virgo, and Scorpio. For group number 2, we have Capricorn, Libra, Leo, and Aries. And for group number 3, we have Pisces, Sagittarius, there's that Aquarius, and Cancer. Okay, so go ahead and make your choice and we'll get started right here with group number 1. my beautiful group 1 that chose the squirrel spirit, as well as this crystal right here. And Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, and Scorpio. So let's take a look here. Are you on their mind? And if so, what are they thinking and feeling about you? Then we will take a look at, is there any action they wish to take towards you soon? And then stay with me till the end, because we'll also get final message for you from Spirit. So we'll start here with your oracle cards, and then we will do your tarot. Oh, caring connections, beautiful. Concern. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Cat, a two-faced friend. Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Okay. Very interesting energy here. So, excuse me. Are you on their mind? Yes. And I feel that specifically because of these two energies right here, although this one as well, these are all energies of a connection that feels very, very strong most of the time, but that also veers into some sort of a more conflicted entanglement from this person's point of view. Okay. So I feel like there's definitely something big around the energy of control that's coming out here. So I feel like this person, yes, you are very much on their mind. And I think this is the foundational energy of what the two of you have. There's a lot of caring. There's a deep connection here. There's tenderness. There's love. And what's interesting to me here, though, is look at how you have the female figure, the feminine figure looking down at the bouquet, with the masculine figure kind of like looking from behind. So it's almost like there is some sense of this figure being focused on something else, not on the actual other person. So this is why I feel like there might be something here where this person may feel right now that either you are not their highest priority, or they are not your highest priority, right? This could, take it as it resonates. For some of you, it's you are occupied right now with other things and you might feel distracted, or they are, and they are feeling distracted. So there's definitely something here where there is a lot of caring and connection, but somebody is concerned here about the level of some sort of disconnect or distraction, where somebody is focusing on their control of some other situation or some other things in their life. Now, I do feel for many of you, this person is the one who is concerned about something that you may be focusing on, or you may be not giving them your full attention, where there's some issue of control. Like you may think that this person seeks to control things, and they may think that you are seeking to control. And there seems to be some sort of a misunderstanding around that, right? Like you are not coming from a place of wanting to control things. They think they're not coming from a place of wanting to control things, but both of you are concerned that each of you seems that way. And I think part of it has to do with some sort of a disconnect in priorities in this particular cycle of life. Like you guys are going through some sort of a phase where you may think their priority is not you, and they may think your priority is not them, because one or both of you is distracted by something else. Okay. So there's a fear. There's a fear of will this work out? And that's why I feel like for some of you, there is definitely some sort of a travel that is involved. Either you need to travel for your work, or you're not around as much, and that's why it feels like you're focusing on something else, or they travel for their work, you know, or money related travel, and you feel like they're not around too much. But there's something here. Or for some of you, I feel like this could even be a long distance relationship where each of you have to stay where you are in order for your finances or your careers to be stable, right? But but each of you are trying to control, hey, maybe you should move here, maybe I should move there, like, right? There's a sense of, okay, concern for both of you as to, will you be able to make a decision to be closer together, because both of you may be distracted by geography or particular living situations that may be outside of your control. And that is why I feel like for some of you, there is some sort of like a third party situation coming through here. You know, it could be any kind of a situation that you feel like somebody is also distracting because they are two-faced. Okay, because we're getting specific, like a two-face or a third party that is seeking to distract or manipulate one or both of you. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, let's go deeper here. What else? What else is your person thinking and feeling about you at this time? Nine of Swords, yeah. So there's definitely, to me, that's very much like this concern energy. There's definitely some sort of stress that's happening. Ace of Wands. Desire to do things differently. Okay, so somebody may be doing things in a way that is not fully aligned. Eight of Pentacles. See, work-related, money-related as well. Practical concerns. Prince of Staves. So that is Prince of Wands. And that is the Page of Wands. And we have Fortune. See, Lakshmi. Wheel of Fortune. There you go. So there's definitely a sense of some sort of, remember I said you guys are going through some sort of a cycle here. It's some sort of a phase that both of you are going through. And so I feel like with this Eight of Pentacles being the central energy, I feel like for many of you, it is definitely work and life related. For many of you, it can be geography related or like living situation. Like there's a specific external material situation that is causing one or both of you to be stuck in a particular box, right? And Ace of Staves or Ace of Wands, like you are being asked by the universe and by each other to do things differently, to follow your passion, to follow your purpose, to follow your heart more than this Eight of Pentacles, which is very like, you know, practical, which is very like material security oriented. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like part of what this person is going through right now with you in terms of like, I think they're going through sleepless nights. I think they are really stressed when they think about you and when they think about the relationship, not because of anything you're doing, but because whatever is this external situation, it's causing them a lot of stress. It's causing them, anxiety at night because there seems to be some sort of an impasse as to what is the right thing to do, like what is the right action to take. And that's where maybe both of you, again, this concern is coming up because maybe I feel like this person feels like you guys aren't in alignment or in agreement with what is the action to take. And then when you feel that you guys are not in agreement over what action to take, it can feel like you are trying to control or they're trying to control, right? But it's not like people are intentionally, trying to control a situation, but it can feel like that through the tension of unresolved conflict, right? The tension of, action needs to be taken, decisions need to be made. They might be very much like work or living situation related, But what do we do? Not really coming through from the energy of masterful action, right? Like this is the energy of, you know, testing things out, not knowing what to do, feeling like you're going to fail the first few times, and then, you know, feeling like you're not quite yet at that level of, no, I think I've got this. So I feel like your person, in terms of how they think about you and the situation, is there is some sort of concern around action that, or decisions that may be taken out of immaturity or premature, right? Like, is it too soon to make a decision like this? Do we need to wait? Do we need to wait longer? Do we need to wait until something shifts? Because I feel like this person very much wants a new cycle, a new phase. They want to start a fresh new beginning with you. But I feel like it may also have a lot to do with money, finances, and situation, like where they are, where you are. There's something here where this is not about feeling, it's about situation. Okay, there's something around the situation. So let's see, is there any action this person wishes to take towards you and resolving this situation? And what does Spirit have to say to you? What does Spirit want to say? Okay, we have feminine. We have cycles, which we already knew. We have ascend. So see, there is, again, a beautiful energy around wanting something better, right? Wanting to ascend, wanting to get to a better place, especially in the relationship. Yeah, mirroring. So see, I told you there's something here about you guys mirroring each other where there's definitely a sense of, you know, both of you, you feel the same way, you want the same things, but it feels like you're both coming from different places on how to get there. And that's why I think we're getting a lot of Wands energy, okay? I feel like the fact that we're getting the Nine of Swords along with a lot of Wands energy is all about the idea of we are stressed over what action to take. You know, and we feel that whatever action we need to take in order to ascend out of whatever cycle we're in right now is going to come across as, you know, premature, not the right decision, you know, may lead to failure and then having to redo things, right? Like it doesn't feel masterful. It feels very clumsy. So I feel like your person is afraid of making some sort of a clumsy decision. And what if that decision comes back to bite you both, right? So it's almost like I feel like there's the sense of the feminine taking some sort of more of a leadership in this situation. And I know sometimes it doesn't feel like that's what it should be, but I feel like the reason why this feminine card came out is because it's almost like the feminine is being asked to be the stronger one coming out of the cycles and ascending. It's interesting. Yeah, it's almost like this is like in terms of the action they wish to take towards you, it's like, yes, you are divine counterparts, you are definitely mirroring each other, but there's something here about the feminine strength or the feminine spiritual power, right? That the feminine in particular has in this particular cycle, okay? It doesn't have to mean all the time, but because we're getting Wheel of Fortune here, so in this particular cycle, there seems to be a powerful feminine energy that is influencing that ascension, that expansion of this relationship, okay? This powerful feminine energy is what's going to help you guys get out of the cycle. So this person, whether you are the feminine, you may need to step up and be more like guiding in that sense. If this is the masculine, you may notice that the feminine steps up, okay? So this is really interesting. I feel like both of you want the same things, but you know that there is an ascension coming. There is a sense of you need to grow out, grow bigger than the cycle that you are both kind of stuck in right now. And that cycle may feel like, okay, nothing's happening, nothing's moving forward, but at the same time, you guys are mirroring each other. So it's not like you're in different places. And I just feel like that's why we're getting the control issue, because you guys might be exactly very reflective of each other. You might be in the same kind of position. And then that's why you might be butting heads about who gets to control or who even gets to decide which action needs to be taken next. And this is why I feel like the feminine may be the one who makes that final decision or guides this ascension. Okay. There's the Judgment card. Okay, so this is Spirit's final message to you. Judgment, there's a rebirth. Again, another cycle coming after this Wheel of Fortune, this new rebirth, and focusing on your higher self. Again, I just feel like there's a positive, powerful energy here on ascending to this new level. Okay, ascending to this new energy. Wow, beautiful. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or video recording. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. Twin Flame Oracle, Divine Feminine Entrepreneur. This one is a Twin Flame Oracle. These are available at my website as well as Amazon FBA with free shipping. Make sure you go to livetarot.com and check it out. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe. Give this video a like. You have no idea how much it helps me in the channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose the otter spirit. Oh, they're so cute. And this crystal, as well as Capricorn, Libra, Leo, and Aries. All right, so let's see. Are you on their mind? And if so, what are they thinking and feeling about you? So we're going to start with your oracle, then we'll do your tarot. We're going to look at what are they thinking and feeling. Then we'll look at, is there any action they wish to take towards you anytime soon? And then stay with me till the end, because we will also get final thoughts from Spirit. What does Spirit want you to know? Let's see. Okay. Financial constraints, interesting. Courtship. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Beautiful. Okay. So are you on this person's mind? Yes. But I feel like right now it seems that this person isn't able to give you the level of commitment that you might want. Okay. And it's not because they don't like you. It's not because they don't have feelings for you. I feel like this person right now, it's like you are there in their mind. There is a very beautiful connection and attraction that this person feels for you. I feel like they see you as somebody who is very much like a shining light in their life. But right now it almost feels, I'm going to be honest with you, group 2, it almost feels like it's not the best situation for you. It's like they are benefiting more than you are from this situation, at least for now. And it doesn't mean they're a bad person, and it doesn't mean that's forever. But for now, it almost seems like you may be carrying this relationship, where there's a phase that you're going through right now where you may be giving more and they are taking more, okay? And their reasoning for this is because they may be going through some very difficult financial times, or times with their job or their livelihood. Okay, I feel like right now this person is very, very driven and distracted by their livelihood. And your livelihood shouldn't actually be a distraction, but what it's doing is it is maybe distracting them from showing up fully for love. Okay, so it doesn't feel like right now love is their priority, not because they don't like you, not because they don't love you, not because they don't care for you or want to be with you. I feel like this person sees it as some sort of a duty or a responsibility for them to get their finances or their work stabilized before they can give you the kind of attention or care that they would like to give you. And that is different for every person. You know, there are some people who, when they're going through these kind of situations or these kind of conflicts or these kind of challenges, they lean more on love. Like, you know, like they try to make themselves feel better by leaning into love. And I feel like this person doesn't do that as much as maybe someone else would. Okay, this is somebody who is more of a practical energy. Okay, they're practical and they are very driven by survival. Like, I feel like this person right now is in some sort of a survival mode. Okay, they're not thriving, they're not in some sort of elevated place, or they don't even feel like they're elevating. They feel like right now they're just barely in survival mode, and so they can't really offer you much because they are so exhausted themselves. And I feel like this is why I feel like for right now, for this particular phase, and I don't feel like it's a phase that's forever. It might be just, you know, in these next few weeks where it's like they feel very dead. Look at this casket energy. Okay, they feel really exhausted, they feel limited, they feel half dead. Like, this person is not doing well when it comes to their work or their finances, or just they might be really like hustling so hard. They might be working so hard that all they can possibly give you right now is just kind of light attention. Okay, this is not the energy of like deep commitment, somebody spending a lot of time with you. They might be able to hang out with you once in a while, they might be able to kind of, you know, flirt with you during lighter moments, but this is not the energy of somebody who can truly right now, at least for this cycle, this term, they can't give you something deeper because they just don't have that within them to give. Okay, but they do want to at some point when things turn around for them. They do want to, because see, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So I feel like they do want to give you more love, more attention, more commitment when they feel that they've come out of this very difficult kind of survival mode. Okay, they're literally, you know, thinking of their life right now as being in survival mode. So are you on their mind? Yes, but there is a regret that they can't really give you what you may want, or they can't give you the type of time, attention, or care that you would deserve. And they're also wondering, like, would you be okay accepting something more light right now? Like, or would you leave? That's why we also get someone is leaving your life. So they're also asking to themselves kind of like, well, would you stay if they were only offering, you know, light attention, not really anything serious or anything committed at this time? Let's see, what else are they thinking? Six of Wands, Eight of Cups, Nine of Wands, King of Cups, Ten of Swords. Okay, so see, I do feel that deep down inside, this person really does love you. Okay, they really do care. It's not that they don't, but I feel like they're, with this Ten of Swords, Nine of Wands, like they are in Again, survival mode, struggle, okay? Major struggle, major survival mode going on here for this person. So right now, I feel like they are thinking of you in terms of Six of Wands, like something to like move towards for the future, but in very kind of slow steps. Like they're not somebody who is in a position right now to just, you know, rush towards you, move towards you fast, or move the relationship forward fast. This is more about slow and steady progress, because that's all they can, you know, deal with right now. But look at this beautiful commitment ceremony, right? Like they do see in the future committing to you. See, they do see a serious relationship, a real commitment in the future, but it is definitely something that is like something that they need to work towards. But I think what they're afraid of is that because for them that process is very slow, they're afraid that it's not in your timing. And if it's not in your timing, like what they can offer you isn't something that is functional for you in your timing, then you will walk away. Or you already have, because we already got this, like, you know, someone is leaving your life. So if you have stepped away from this person because they seem so distracted, you know, they're in survival mode, they're not really paying enough attention to you. You might hear from them from time to time, but it's very like superficial, like they don't really have any deep conversations with you. This person may be telling you, hey, I really care, I really like you, or like, I really do, you know, have deep feelings for you, but in their actual actions right now, it's kind of superficial, it's off and on, they don't seem to be consistent. That's what's going on here, is that they see you more as a future instead of now. They see you more as a potential for the future after they get themselves stabilized, rather than someone that they can give their attention to fully now. And that is why I think they are really afraid that, you know, they're not going to be able to keep you, because you're not going to just wait around forever. At some point you will walk away. And that's what they're really afraid of. But at the same time, Nine of Wands, they're just really wounded right now. Again, this is very much to me like that survival mode. Okay, both of these two are a confirmation of the energy that your person right now is in some sort of very difficult, very stressful, not thriving, barely surviving, just getting by mentally, physically, emotionally. And I wouldn't be surprised if this person works really hard. Like they may work long hours, they may work really hard. And so they're trying, like, I feel like at some point, whatever the schedule that they have going, like, I don't know if they're working multiple jobs, I don't know if they're working multiple shifts, like just long hours, it's going to be hard for them. Okay, it's not sustainable. But right now they need to do it because they need to get something financially stable. But they're also, their central energy is Nine of Wands, which tells us that they're very tired, they're very wounded, they're very defensive right now. So it's almost like you can't say anything about where they're at. Like you can't say, well, maybe you should work less, or maybe you shouldn't focus so much on your finances, because they're gonna like lash out. Like they're not gonna appreciate that, because they do see themselves, you know, as somebody who is struggling and deserves like some leeway, you know, like they're very defensive about what they're going through right now. They don't want it to be minimized. Not that you would minimize it, but they're in a very kind of touchy mood right now. So let's see, are they going to take any action towards you? Is this person going to take action towards group 2? And what does Spirit want group 2 to know? We have loss, sacred journey. Yeah. See, they're afraid of losing you completely, because they feel like this has been a journey for them home. Wow. Okay. So I feel like this person is very much aware that you guys have been on a journey in this connection, okay? And it hasn't been easy. And they're very much aware that this journey is also dragging on, okay? It's been a while now. And that's why it came under this Eight of Cups, right? Why did this card come under this Eight of Cups? Is that they feel like their time is running out or has run out with you, okay? Their time where you might still have some patience, you would still wait, is running out because they may have been going through this for quite some time. I don't get the energy that this is somebody who resolves things quickly, unfortunately. This is somebody who does kind of sit in their struggle and takes their own time through it. That's why it feels like a long journey. So I feel like this person has felt that they've lost you, or they're afraid that they're about to lose you. Okay, so there is regret. And yet at the same time, it's like it's not making them accelerate. It's not making them do things faster. They're still kind of like digging in their heels with this Nine of Wands, like, oh, look, but this is my cross to bear. Like, this is my burden. What am I supposed to do? There's a bit of a defensive energy, like, you know, like, I want you, but at the same time, you know, like, what am I supposed to do? I still have to deal with my issues. So even though you are home to them, even though they feel very comforted and loved and cared for by you, I see them like not taking action towards you right now because they're still trying to figure out their financial constraints, like whatever their issues are. So I feel like they're kind of stuck in this place of like, oh, I don't want to lose you, but I know like I'm taking too long. But could you please, you know, like they're still hoping that you would have some patience with them. And what I find interesting about this is like, I feel like this, for some of you, this person might be in a third party situation, and that's what's the problem, right? For some of you, the financial constraints come from them needing to leave this situation and not being able to because they might owe this person a lot of money or there's a living situation involved. So this to me is like just for some of you, it's not for everybody. But either way, there is a general kind of like life, finances, survival kind of a problem, whether it's tied to a karmic partner or not. Boredom. So this is what Spirit is saying to you, boredom, spirit teachers. Interesting. So I feel like this is kind of like a, like Spirit asking you, like, do you truly love this person? Or are they now just kind of like boring you in the sense that like they're not moving forward, right? Like they might be very stuck where they're at and they're not a bad person, but are they worth the time that you may be investing? Or is it time to kind of put them on the back burner and move on with your life? And I feel like that's the question Spirit is asking you. Okay, so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the tarot oracle decks that I have created. Twin Flame Oracle, Divine Feminine Entrepreneur. This one is a Twin Flame Oracle. These are available at Amazon FBA or my website with free shipping. Everything's at livetarot.com. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe. Give this video a like. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose this crystal and the giraffe spirit. Let's see. Are you on their mind? And what are they thinking and feeling about you? And our zodiac signs are Pisces, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Cancer. So let's see. We're going to start with your oracle cards. And then we'll do your tarot. So we'll see their thoughts and feelings. And then we will look at whether they wish to take any action towards you in the immediate future. And then stay with me till the end. We will be getting advice from Spirit, or what does Spirit want you to know? So we have Victory, beautiful. Main female. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Coins, money will be coming to you. And Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Interesting. Okay. So I feel like this person I feel like yes, you are on their mind. But there's something here where it's like there's a dual energy. And they know, it's like they are aware that they are presenting something to you that is divided, okay? And it's like they know you're not stupid. They know you're not stupid. They know you are incredibly intelligent, intuitive, and observant. So it's almost like they know that some of the things they're presenting to you about themselves, about their life, is a red flag, and you see it. You see it. But they want to win you anyway. This is so interesting. This is an interesting energy and an interesting situation, interesting person. I feel like this person is committed to winning you. Okay? They want to win you. They want victory with you. I just get a really powerful energy from this card. It's like they want to win you, but they want you to not look at what the problems are. See, they want your eyes to be closed. So there's something here that is a red flag. And I'm not saying it's because this is a terrible person or they have bad intentions. No, but I feel like there may be something in their situation that is not the best thing, right? That would be something that you would have to very much like compromise on or deal with, you know? And it might not be something you may want to deal with. So I feel like this person wants to win you, and they want victory with you, like they want to win you over. They want you to be their person, but they don't want you to look too closely at some of the things in their life, okay? So they know that there's something that they're doing. There's something in their life that is a red flag, but they're trying to gloss it over, okay? They're trying to kind of make it go into the background or make it feel like it's not that obvious, or hope that you won't notice, or hope that you would overlook it, okay? And part of it may have to do with some other female figure in their life, but it's like they want you to feel like you are the main energy in their life, but there is another energy, okay? And it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be any kind of other, like family or responsibility, another kind of feminine energy that might be toxic or distracting in this person's life, okay? It's almost like you may not feel, part of the red flag is that you may not feel that you are the main. If you're the feminine, you may not feel that you're the main feminine energy in this person's life. There could be another feminine energy, whether it's a mother, a daughter, a sister, a stepsister, a sister-in-law, like a best friend, bestie, like there's something, okay, where it's like, again, they're hoping that you don't notice, or they're trying to keep you in the dark about their pull or responsibility or toxic situation with another feminine energy, whoever that energy is, okay? And part of why they don't want you to know, or they don't want you to see it, is because it may involve some sort of financial support, right? Like they might be supporting this person financially and they don't want anybody to know, or it feels like not embarrassing, but something that they feel they have to hide, okay? So it's like you may go through a long journey with this person to figure some of these things out. Like, I don't think they're very forthcoming about those details, okay? So I feel like this person is definitely trying not to put all of their cards on the table, not because they're a bad person, but because they, like I said, they want to win you, they want to keep you in their life, but they don't want you to know some level of responsibility or some level of attachment or interaction they have that you may not like, okay, that you may not agree with. What else are they thinking and feeling? Page of Coins, Temperance, Nine of Wands, Five of Swords. See, there is definitely some sort of an ego issue here. Three of, yeah, see? Yeah, there's something here. Okay, so this person, they're being a little immature about some sort of dynamic that's going on in their life. And I feel like it definitely comes back to these red flags right here. There is some dynamic in this person's life that they don't want to admit to. It's an ego problem. It's a wounding problem. Okay, look at this. Nine of Wands, Five of Swords. Like, again, they want to win you. This is, again, the Five of Swords energy is a winning energy, wanting to win you at all cost. Okay, like, it's like they want their cake and eat it too, in the sense that they want to keep you with them. They want to keep you in their life. They want you as their person, their partner, but they don't want to admit to you that they may not be completely in a position to commit everything to you because they have other shadowy responsibilities going on. And they're very defensive about whatever that is. Okay, so if they have some sort of other feminine energy in their life, they don't want to admit that feminine energy's influence on them. Like I said, it could be anybody. It could be a third party, but it doesn't have to be. But they are very defensive and wounded around whatever that is. So for some of you, because we even have a Page of Coins here, it could be a child, any age. It could be an adult child even, an older child, but still child, who has some sort of a hold on this person emotionally, okay? And they're very wounded. It's like they feel like they let this child down, or they weren't there for them or whatever. So now this child may be taking advantage of that, either for money or support or a living situation, where that energy that is using guilt, okay, using guilt to control your person in some way, okay, to control like what they get from your person. But it's unfortunate because they're very defensive about that. Like they don't want anybody to tell them that the child or whoever is this feminine energy is taking advantage, right? Because it's an ego thing, it's a pride thing. They want to be there for that person, even if that person is unreasonable. Why? Because they don't have temperance. Okay, temperance is the energy of being able to balance extremes, right? You're trying to take things that feel extreme and bringing them together like an alchemy. Like, how can I bring these extreme, either emotions or responsibilities or things that make me feel very uncomfortable? How can I balance them within me so that I feel comfortable? But this person is struggling to do that. And that's what they want you to not see. They want your eyes to be closed towards that, right? Because then it makes them feel like their ego has been hurt, their pride has been hurt. But essentially, what they don't want you to see is that there is a third party, but it doesn't have to be romantic. Again, whatever these other responsibilities are, whether it's to a child, whether it's to a family member, that is getting in the way. Okay, it is getting in the way of them being able to fully show up and commit to you, but they don't want to admit it. They're very, very defensive about it. So then what kind of action, if any, is this person going to take towards group 3? And what does Spirit have to say about all of this? awakening, control. See, again, we're getting the issue of needing to control what you know, what you don't know. Big goals. Summer. Okay. Yeah. So this person, in terms of their actions towards you, they may be coming to some sort of realization or awakening depending on what's been going on between the two of you. Okay, so if you have already seen this situation and you're aware of it and you've, you know, brought it up to this person and it turned into some sort of a, you know, confrontation, or you're about to confront them, they may have an awakening and a realization around the fact that they have been trying to control that situation. Like they've been trying to control your perspective, or they've been trying to control what you know and what you don't know. And, you know, they've been trying to control your impression of this situation. So I feel like they are opening their eyes. Okay, they are opening their eyes to the fact that maybe they have been very unfair to you and maybe keeping you in the dark, or maybe not letting you see the level of some sort of toxic, you know, toxic attachment or toxic relationship they may have with someone else, and the way in which that person may be controlling them. See, like I feel like this person doesn't want you to see that there is somebody else in their life that has some sort of control over them that is not pretty. Okay, that's not something you would put up with. And they don't want you to see that. So they, I feel like, are awakening to the fact that it's not right for them to try to control your perception. It's not right for them to try to keep your eyes closed to it, right? So they may at some point be more like open to confessing to you. But I feel like that confession will come with the wording of, I have these goals in my life. I've made certain mistakes. There are certain people I've let down, and now I have to be there for them. Okay, so this person may awaken to the extent where they don't want to keep you in the dark, but they will try to explain all of this to you from the idea of, I'm trying to do what's right. I'm trying to do what's practical. I'm trying to make things right. So again, nine of wands, it's not something you may be able to contradict. Like they'll make it very dicey for you to be able to say, well, you know, why do you have to do that? That's not right, right? Like they won't make it easy for you to ever give the opinion that whoever they feel that they have to make something up to is actually taking advantage of them in some way, or is like toxic to them in some way. Okay, because they see whoever this other person or these people, it could even be more than one person, right? It could be family members, right? They see them in some sort of a positive light. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying don't try to change that image, because it's not going to work. Their ego is very tied to keeping their image of these other responsibilities or other people in the situation positive. Okay, they need to do that for their ego. So Spirit is saying creativity guides. Okay, so Spirit is saying you focus on your joy, what is creative in you, what if you have been like ruminating or really upset about the situation, or seeing that something is quite not right, you're not seeing what it is, there's something toxic, there's something off. Spirit is saying if you're feeling anxiety around that, then focus on the things that bring you joy. Just focus on your own creativity, on your own soul work, your healing work, and just let it be. And don't take on this person's problems. I think that's what Spirit is essentially saying to you. You focus on you. If they want you, let them show it. Let them come to you truthfully. If not, don't let yourself be swept away by their issues, because their issues are not yours. Okay, so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have used. Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here. This is the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur for those of you who would like to start or have a spiritual business. They're available on my website as well as Amazon FBA with free shipping. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. You have no idea how much it actually helps me. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one.